Welcome to our YouTube tutorial series called Mastering the Camtasia. In this series, we will explore the Camtasia, an amazing software that helps us create awesome video and presentation. We will start with basic like how to import the media files and set up your project. Then we will move on to the editing tricks and adding the cool stuff to your video like text, animation, transition, so on. You will also learn how to record your screen and edit the footage. Plus, we will show you how to make your video interactive by adding the quizzes and clickable links. We will cover adding the background music and recording the voiceover to make your video more professional. Lastly, we will talk about sharing your video with Word, whether it is on YouTube or other platform. We are super excited to be on this journey with you, and we promise to make learning Camtasia fun and easy. So let's get started and master the Camtasia together. Don't forget to subscribe and happy reading. To get started with the Camtasia, we first need to install the Camtasia. So Camtasia is made by a company called TechSmith. So we first need to go to techsmith.com. We first open the web browser, type techsmith.com. and then click enter. Then click on get started. Then scroll down, select the Camtasia and click on learn more. So in that you can see the free download link. Just click on that. Then you will land on the page where they will ask you whether you want to install the Camtasia for Windows or Mac. So here I am using the Windows, so hence I will click on Windows. And once I click on Windows, then it will start downloading the Camtasia. So once the Camtasia get downloaded, then it will show in our download folder. Then just double click on download. It will ask which language you have preferred. So here I am selecting the English. Then click this checkbox and click on install. So then Camtasia will get start to install. So once you install the Camtasia, then you can launch the Camtasia from the start menu. Go to start menu. Here you can see the recently added Camtasia. So before start launching the Camtasia, one thing you can do, pin this particular Camtasia to taskbar. Just right click on Camtasia icon and click on more and pin to taskbar. So once you do that, then it will pin to taskbar. So next time you can able to launch it quickly. Also you can pin to start menu. So if you click on pin to start, then it will show here. So next time you can just click on this and then it will launch the Camtasia. So let me just launch the Camtasia by double clicking on it. It may ask you for permission, so grant the permission, click on yes, and then splash screen of Camtasia will show and it will open the new project. So first time when you launch the Camtasia, then you can see this particular 3-minute video that you can go through it. It is just a quick guide to the Camtasia. So in this video we are going to understand the interface of the Camtasia. So Camtasia mainly divided in 3 sections: tool, canvas and timeline. So on left side you can see the different tools are available, hence we call this section as a tools area. Then on center you can see this particular area where video is playing, we call that area as a canvas area. And on the bottom you can see the different tracks and what is the length of your video. All this stuff you can see on this particular timeline. Also on top we have the different options like file, edit, modify, view, export. While working on the Camtasia, if you are curious or you are stuck anywhere, you can go through this particular help tab, and then here you can see an option like online help, video tutorials and technical support, which you can refer. Before starting screen recording, we should keep something in mind, that our mouse should be steady. It should not be suddenly move here and there, because if you do so, then your user will not able to follow you. Hence our mouse should be cold. Second, to avoid any distraction, your desktop should be clean. So currently you can see on my desktop there is a Camtasia and the recycle bin. So to hide it, you just need to right click on your desktop, then go to view and then uncheck this show desktop icon. Then your desktop will be clean. Also you can hide your taskbar. To do so, you need to right click on taskbar, click on taskbar setting and click automatically hide the taskbar in desktop mode. Close all unwanted running program just like Edge. So just right click and close it. Whatever the app which you are not using, you can just right click and close it. 4. Set a video resolution is equal to your set resolution. So you can go in display setting to see the resolution of your screen. So your video should have the same resolutions to get a maximum quality of your video. So once you launch the Camtasia to start the screen recording, you can click Ctrl R and screen recording will get started, or you can just click on this particular record options. Once you are happy with your recording, you can go to the screen recording and delete it. If you are not happy, pause it or stop it. When you record the screen and then stop the recording, then by default Camtasia save your recorded file with the name record plus today's date. But it is good practice to save the recorded file with a custom name, so it will help in future to identify the file. To do so, you need to make one setting changes. For that, you need to go to tools, go to options, then in general tab you need to click on file options and make sure you check ask for file name. By default automatic file name is set. You need to modify it to ask for file name and click on OK. In media you can import images, video, screen recording, audio. It is best practice to save all your created file in one folder. So to import the media, you should be in the media bin. In media bin you can see a button of media import. You can click on that, then select the file which you want to import here. For example, here if I want to import a JPG, then I just need to click on that particular image and click on open. Then that particular file will be imported in the image section. There is another way. You can just right click on it, click on media import, again import the file which you want to import here. So this time I want to import a video file. You can see all the files are segregated as per their type. You can also click on this plus icon to import the file and then import the another image. Also there is a shortcut Ctrl plus I which you can press to import a file. Now let's discuss about a timeline. So this is a timeline, the bottom section. So here you can see the timeline. It is 0 second, 10 second, 20 second, 30 second and so on. It displays the length of your track or your video. It may be video or audio track. So there is an option to zoom in and zoom out. You can see if you click on this minus icon, then it is zooming out. If you click on this plus icon, then it is zooming in. You can also drag this particular crosshead to zoom in. Now you can see this is 0 second and this is 1 second, and in between 0 and 1 second you can see 0.15, in which there are 30 frames in 1 second. So that's why in the video you can see 30 frames per second. So if I move this playhead, then it will move in every second. This is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, like that. So these are the frame in 1 second. So there are 30 frames in 1 second. There is a shortcuts of right angle and left angle bracket which you can use to move your playhead to the next screen or previous screen. Left angle bracket you can use to move your playhead on the previous screen, and right angle bracket you can use to move your playhead to the next frame. In the playhead you can see there are two handles. One is of color green, one is of color red. The green handle we called as an in handle and the red handle we called as an out handle. By using this handle you can select a particular span of the video and then you can play it or do whatever operations you want. For example, if I play this particular section, then only this portion of the frame will be displayed, and I can apply the any operation just like cut operation or copy operation on this particular frame only. Also, if I click on this magnifying glass, then it will fit my timeline. So you can see it will fit whole my timeline like this. So if my playhead is here and I want to go to the start of the playhead, then you just need to double click on track, then it will redirect this playhead to the start of the track. So now let's talk about the tracks. So you can see in the timeline there are 3 tracks. So here you can see on the canvas area the only image is showing here because image is on the top. If I move this image to the down of the track or move this particular track 1 above the image, then you will see the video, you will not see this particular image. So you can see, so here you can see the video is showing and image is not visible. But if I move this particular track to the down, then now you can see the image is showing and not a video track. Order of the track is matter. Whatever track which is on top will be displayed to the user. If I click on a track and click on this particular properties, then all the property regarding this image will be displayed here. For example, opacity. Opacity is used to define the transparency of your image or media. For example, here if I change the opacity to 50%, then your image is 50% transparent and you can see the background video. If I change my selection to media, then property changes, and here also you can see the opacity, rotation, position, all different options. You can hide the property by again clicking on this property button. In the track you can see there are 3 options: lock, enable the magnetic track, and disable the track. So if I click on the lock the track, then I'm not able to do anything on this track. I'm not able to select this particular image because this track is locked. So you can use the lock to protect any particular track. Then there is a magnet. So for example, if I am editing this particular media on this track 3, and if I want my media should be immediately after my image, in that scenario I can click on this magnet and then it will be continued. Let me do once again. So if I uncheck this magnet and move this particular media likewise and click on magnet, then my media will be attached immediately after this particular image. Let me just undo it. Then for hide, for here you can see the opacity of our image is changed. Let me just redo it, or you can use this restore button to restore the opacity. So now if I hide this particular track, then this track will be hide for the moment and you are not able to see this particular image, and the video which is behind this particular track you can able to see. We use the track to do some operation. For example, I want to select this particular track and do some operation on that, and then I want to again display this particular image. In that scenario you can use this particular hide options. Now let's talk about saving the project. when I say the saving the project, only saving the location of that file and the whatever edit we are doing. Okay, so once if you want to save the project, then click on file and then click on save. If you want to save this particular project in different location, then you can click on save as and then give the project name and path of the project and click on save. So this particular project is already there, so it's asking me to replace the project, so I just click on OK. So once you save the project, you can see this particular message that Camtasia project saved. And note that you can only this particular project in Camtasia. So click on OK here. If I go in a folder, the location where we save our project, then you can see the size of this project is only 11 kilobyte. If I open this particular project by using the notepad, then you can see this is only a text file. As I mentioned, it is just saving the location of our media and whatever edit we are doing. If you want to save the project with the media file, then you need to click on file and then export the project as a zip project, and then select the location where you want to export the project, rename the file and then click on save. So basically it will compress all your media and then save the project. See, if I go to File Explorer again, then you can see the name of exported project with having the 41 kilobyte of size with all the media whichever you are using in this project. Camtasia periodically save your changes. To see that, you need to go to Edit, Preferences, and then here you can see auto save every minute. My suggestion is that whenever you are making any large changes in your project, then save your project first and then make the changes. For example, if now I am decide to make or import any large file, then before that I will save this particular project with a different name, for example untitled project v1, and then do the further changes to make sure we have the backup of our version 1. You can see I imported the number of media player. So if you want to delete or remove unwanted media player, then you can just click on that and just click on delete. If there are number of media player are there that you don't want, then you just need to press Ctrl key and select all unwanted media player and then you can click on delete. If you want to add this particular media player, so you can just drag it on timeline or drag it on canvas. It will automatically add that media player in the track. Also, you can see whenever I drag it on canvas, there are different snapping tools are showing here because the snapping option is enabled. To see the snapping option, go to View. You can say Enable Canvas Snapping is on. That's why when I drag my media on snap here and there, then snapping is showing. Make sure you enable this particular canvas snapping. Also, we have the timeline snapping. Make sure you also enable all this timeline snapping and enable this playhead snap. If you want to separate this particular media, so this particular media having the video and audio, both the file. If you want to separate it out, then just select the media, right click on it, and there is one option to separate audio and video. It will separate your audio and video track, so it will easy for you to edit it. So now let's discuss about how we can do editing. I want to add this image to show a splash screen to user when I click on Camtasia icon. So first identify where I want to put this particular image. So let me just grab it. So here in this position I want to add this particular image, then you can just drag this particular image and put it on track. But image is not at correct location, so you can drag this image near the playhead, so you can see the automatic snapping get active and your image is exactly aligned to your playhead. So the duration of this image will be only a 5 frame. See, if I play, you just need to right click on your desktop. So if you want to increase the duration of this image, then just drag this image like this. Go to view. Then the duration of this image will be 28 seconds. So here you can see the image is very long, and that's why the taskbar is not showing. So if you want to crop this particular image, then what you can do that you are not able to see the taskbar. So here I want to crop the image. First observe that in this canvas area beside the image, these are the corner is in a circle. If you press Alt key, then this circle icon will be changed to square, and then you can easily crop the image like this. So now you can crop the image and save it. So if I play like this now, then you can see the splash screen will be displayed like this. You can also zoom in your image. Just drag this handle and expand it to make this image more bigger. And you can move this image and you can automatically see what is the position. So this is the exact center position of this image. So let's talk about annotations. So here you can see if I play this video, my image is on top of my desktop screen because our splash screen is displaying and I'm doing some background task. So here we can add the annotations to highlight only a splash screen. So to do so, you need to click on annotations, then click on blur and highlights and pick the spotlights and drag on the screen. So once you do that, only a area is highlighting and remaining section is blurred out. You can adjust the blur section by defining the intensity. So currently the intensity is 50%, 50. If I increase this intensity, then it will only show me the splash light. If you want to rotate your image, you can use this rotation icon. Also, I would like to add some text here. So for that you need to click on text, call out, pick any text and put it on canvas. So let me just add it. Let's resize it. You can rotate the text like this. In call out you can add and select the font size, style, all the operation regarding the fonts you can select from here. Also the color of your annotations, its outline, all these things you can manage from here. To edit text, you just need to double click on text and edit it. So here I'm just writing the splash screen and then align it to center like this. Now play it. Look like focusing area is only for some period. So to do so, let's snap this spotlight with our image like this, and same goes with our text. So a text spotlight and our image will be aligned with each other. Talk about the audio. How we can edit the audio. So you can see we have here audio. So once you click on audio, then in the property you can increase the gain of your audio. So you can see if I increase its gain, then it will increase the volume of your audio. Also, you can see in the tool there are audio effects. So there are a number of effects, just like fade in, fade out, noise removal. If you want to remove the noise from your audio, then just drag this particular effect on the track. Then it will remove all the background noise from your audio. You can adjust the sensitivity of the noise and amount of noise cancellation you want to do for this particular audio from here. You can also click on Analyze to analyze how much background noise is there, then it will automatically set its value accordingly. Also, if you want to maintain the constant level of your audio, then you can use the audio compression and just drag it on your track, and then the volume of your audio will be equal. So this is the small trick that you can use to clean up your audio. Here, let's see, you are working on some of the track, and here you only want a video track, but this track is including the video as well as audio. Then how can you silence the audio? For that, you just click on the track, right click on that, and you can see the option of silence audio. So once you click on that, the audio of this particular file will be removed. Okay, so let's now talk about the transitions. The transition is that you can see there are two videos. One is on track 1, one is from track 2. So if I want to switch from track 1 to track 2, that is when there is a video change, then you can see there are sudden change. You can see this is the jump change, but I want to show such a way that it will fade first video out and then fade in the next video. For that, you need to go to transitions. So inside type, there are different type of transition you can apply, but most famous transition is fade one. So you just need to select the fade and drag this fade on the media. So once I drag it, then it will guide me where you can put this particular fade. So if I drag it here, then it will apply the fade in this particular frame. If you want to see it in little bit detail, then you can zoom it. So if I select here, then you can see in the canvas that how its fading is happening. But if I want to increase below video, like just drag and put it here and increase the time durations. So simultaneously one video will be fade out, another will be fading. Like this. Also, for timing, if I delete this transition and if these two videos are beside to each other, then also you can just drag the fading and apply it here and then increase the sizing of fading. So it will be smooth transitions while switching between the videos. Also, if there are number of options are present and if you want to simultaneously apply the fading on the both this media track, then you can just select this particular two media and then apply the fading on it. Then it will simultaneously apply the fading. So you can see if I zoom out, then fading will be applied here at the end and here also at the end. Now let's talk about the animations. So while working on this video, if I want to add the animations, then you just need to go to the animations. For example, here if I am discussing about the track, then I want my focus should be on the animations, and then I will explain all the topics regarding the tracks. Then just what you need to do, just focus your tab on the animations, then you can see the animation is added. So to increase the length of animation, just drag it. If I play it from here, then you can see our animation is focusing in this particular track area and it's slowly focusing on the track. Depend on the duration which you selected here. If you reduce the durations, the traveling time between the full size to this particular track will be reduced like this. Again, if you want to go back to the previous locations, previous actual screen, then what you can do, again add the animation here. So for that, shortcut is Shift plus A, and the property of this animation will be the same as before, just like whatever the screen size will be here. So what you can do, just right click here, click on copy property, and again go to the second animation and right click here and click on paste property. Then what will be happen, the transition will be happen from this point to this point. So let me play once again. Then here you can see it's focusing on track 1, and again it will step out because we added the same property whatever is before to the end of the animations. Also, we can add the text. For example, if I want to display some text here, then what you can do, let me just first add the annotations. For example, I want to add this annotation here, maybe some important text. I will write here some important text, and it will let me fit to the screen, and let me just drag it here. You see the screen. So this is kind of important text I want to display while recording the video. So initially this text should be outside the canvas area. So this is the initial stage. Let me increase the span of this recording. Let's move it aside. Then add the animation here. For that, press Shift plus A. Increase the durations. Just zoom out. Then increase the duration. So here, this is the initial phase of our animation. So you can see the animation is of this much of amount. If you drag it, it is of 1 second. I will go in the end, and for that I will grab the location here like this. So in 1 second our text will be called out. So let me play the animation now. So you can see just in 1 second. Let me just increase the timeout, so it will slowly go inside our text like this. Simultaneously, if you want to move your actual image to the right, then you can first select the track and then press Shift plus A to add the animations, and then adjust the size of animation the same, and in the last you can see you need to shift this particular animation like this. So simultaneously our text will go inside and our actual image will go out. So let me play once again. So this is how it will work. So now let's talk about how we can change the time. So here, if I want to add some time in between this clip, then just drag your playhead here, press the Shift key, and then drag your playhead like this. So you can able to add some time in between these two frames. Okay, let me just undo it. Again, if I want to extend this particular frame, you cannot able to easily just drag, because our frame is only until this point. But if I want to drag this particular frame until this particular frame, then what you can do, just press Alt key, then you can see the icon of this dragging the screen will be changed. What it actually is doing, it is extending the last frame. So if you go here, our last frame is this. Let me just drag it. This is our last frame where we can see 3 minutes and 54 seconds. If I drag this particular frame So let me press Alt and then drag this particular frame. First select the frame, then press Alt and then drag this particular frame. Then you can see on the last screen this is 3 minutes and 54 seconds. If I want to drag this particular frame, then just click Alt and then hover here and then drag this particular frame. So if I click here, then you can see this particular frame is dragging. So basically we are extending the last frame. Just press Alt and then drag it. Also, if you want to increase the speed of your media, then just you can use this particular playhead, select the span which you want to increase, then right click. If you click on insert time, it will insert the time in between, and if you want to increase the duration, playback durations, then you can just right click on it and add the clip speed. So after doing so, you can increase the clip speed. Just you can see here a clock icon, just click on that and then drag the clip speed. It will show clip speed will be increased by how much percent. So here you can see 1.3 times the speed of the clip will be increased. So if I play video this time, you can see the video of the speed of the video is increased. Let me just drag it more so you can see it clearly. Let me just play once again so you can see how quickly the video is running. So now let's discuss how you can export your video. For that, you need to click on this particular share icon, select the local file, select the custom processing setting, then click on next. Select MP4 Smart Player, just click on next. You can select the controller if you want a controller for your video. If not, you can just uncheck it. Then size of your video setting, how much will be frame rate, what will be the quality, and audio setting. You can also click on preview to see the preview of the current setting. Then click on next. If you want to insert the watermark, you can click on include the watermark. Then this particular watermark will be included at the bottom of your video. If you want to insert your personal watermark, then you can just click on options and select the path of watermark PNG and then click on next. Then insert the location where you want to save your video, the name of your video, and click on finish. Here also you can do a preview. So once you click on finish, then rendering will start and it will render your video. Also, if you only want a certain portion of your track as a video, then you can just select that particular track by using the playhead, then right click on that and add the time and produce the timeline selection as, and then export the video by applying the same setting and then click on finish. Also, you can export any frame, any particular frame. For example, if you move your player here and you just want to export this particular image, then go to export and here you can see the export frame as, and you can only export that particular PNG file. That means you can only export that particular image here. Also, this particular video as a podcast, then you can export the video by using export audio only. Then you can save this particular as podcast file like this. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Also, share this video with your friend who might find it helpful. Your support means a lot to us and it helps our channel to grow. See you in next video.